if you've been playing Rocket League any amount of time, then you know this game can be like unnecessarily hard for no reason. And it's always stupid little things that make the game much, much harder than it needs to be. This game here, sent in by Derp, we're going to analyze, is a great example of that. Just randomly, the game becomes 10 times harder. And Derp does a pretty good job of overcoming that adversity. So, let's get into it, see how he does it. This is a 2v2 match. The names are all messed up, but the Lightning McQueen car here is Derp. So, good start here, good kickoff. Not much going on there. Good touch from his teammate and good defense for Orange team. I don't know how I feel about the lurking here. You're getting dangerously close to being in your opponent's corner. And I don't necessarily love when people are challenging in your opponent's corner. It just, I don't know. There's something about it where you can easily overcommit here. So maybe trying to back off a little bit and not push so far into your opponent's corner would be a better option. Because as you see, he's kind of upfield committed, and then he doesn't, like, it bounces off the corner weird, and it's hard to read, and then you don't actually keep the pressure going. You, like, lose possession. Good bump to salvage it, but yeah, overall a little weird. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry for the pause. Alright, good challenges here from Derp's teammate, but I'd love to see Derp kind of get in this play. Once you miss this boost here, I think it's time to start, like, getting these boost pads, right? And try working out maybe to get this boost pad in the middle. Because we're actually going to see here, like, what's the worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario is your teammate gets dunked and this ball's coming to you. So you already don't have boost, so you're only going to have these two boost pads probably available if you're lucky to make a save, right? Best case scenario is your teammate here actually dunks the opponents and keeps the pressure going on the orange side, and then you're gonna kind of be needed on that side of the field, so having this path and getting upfield is probably better. That way you can actually be available. Instead we see Derp kind of play the far back line, going for the corner boost, and exactly what I said, right? His teammate dunked him, kept the pressure, and ends up giving Orange team a little bit of space, but they don't utilize it very well at all. So Derp gets kind of bailed out in that situation, but it didn't super matter. A little bit of a double commit here, it seems. Let's look at Derp's teammate and see what he saw. So he's playing here, second man, right? He has great vision of everybody, so he's in a good position, I would say. If you could see everybody on the field, you're probably in a good position. But then he just completely ignores the fact that Derp is going for this ball as first man. And decides to challenge and, like, not even get close to the ball, which is kind of funny. But yeah, like, there's no need to do that. Just be patient as second man, especially if you see your teammate. You can see him going for it. Just hang back, chill out. Then good getting back. Let's go look at this pad lane again. We're at the middle of the field. This is what you want to do on twos. You want to be going up that middle of the field, because if Fountain here takes a shot on net, you're going to be able to save it. We do see Derp kind of taper off to go get big boost pad, which is okay. Just because that's kind of where the ball is going, and he's going to go deflect this. But yeah, just always be thinking about how you can get little boost pads. Almost had a really nice shot, by the way. Recovery was kind of funny. Let's look at this recovery. So this recovery is hilarious. Awesome attempt at this shot. Try to get the musty, which, respect. Very cool. And then he comes off this and does like a little, like, ballerina twist with Lightning McQueen and recovers. Like, that's, I don't know, it worked out. It's pretty good. Alright. Good speed. Way to be available for this. You know, we're reading the situation, and we see we're kind of creeping. We don't know what's going to happen. We see the opponents moving slow, right? So what information can we gather from here? We know we just barely saw the other orange defender just fly off the screen this way. You can't see him because I'm blocking you. But now we see Scythe, and he's going very slowly for this ball, right? And we have our teammate who's also moving very slowly here. Now, you gotta think of like the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is these guys pinch it straight back, and it's gonna be a boomer shot, right? But the likelihood of that happening is very low. In reality, with them moving very slow here and them moving very slow here, someone's going to get a weird 50, and this ball is going to bounce off pretty softly. So it's actually okay for Derp with this much boost to creep a little closer than normal. I would completely say that's different if Scythe here is flying in at supersonic, right? And our teammate is going slow. That means our teammate's probably getting dunked, and this ball is bouncing off hard coming at us, and we're creeping in here. We're probably going to miss that ball. So that's another thing you got to keep an eye on when you're looking at your opponents is their speed. If everyone's moving slow, that ball's not going to move very fast unless it's pinched. So you have you can make a safe bet of moving a little closer to the play. And Derp does that, and he just plays a really fast aerial shot right into the net. No contest. Brilliant shot. Great pass from his teammate as well. All right, now we get the boost. Hanging out. Great job not just like fluttering boosts randomly here. Like a lot of players will just like boop 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 boost 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 trying to keep speed. But Derp is just totally fine with just driving. Because you're already going kind of fast. You don't know what's going to happen. Just drive around. Use your flips if you have to. If you want to cover distance quickly, that's not going to have the ball go past you. Like, be careful with that. But yeah, just conserving this boost. Very, very nice. Now we're trying to get up to speed, get to the play. Still has plenty of boost. Taking his time. Takes a nice touch. And then all this, just killing time. His teammate's demoed. He's on the other, all the way on the back side of the field. Like, there's not a play here. Just kill time. And he actually ends up scoring that, which is, you know why Derp scored this? And this is probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you guys in this entire video. The reason Derp scored this right here, the reason he scored this is because he's subscribed. Now, if you aren't subscribed and you want to score cheap goals like this, you better be hitting that button right now. I'm just saying. If you want, you want easy goals, you should be subscribed. Good kickoff from Derp. So fast, so crisp. Going for this, going for the bump. I love it. All off a kickoff here. These crazy all-out attacks, they work. Fountain, low boost, all the way over here, doing nothing really. Our boy Scythe here, I don't even know if he has boost. I don't think he does. I think Derp stole it. So now he has no boost. Get this ball over here, going for the demo. All in attack. Pfft, why not? No one has boost. And Scythe, let's watch Scythe's attempt at trying to save this. It's kind of funny. Just complete panic, no boost, like just tries not to run up the wall, just jumps up, like that's the best you can do. I mean, what else are you supposed to do in that situation? You got completely smoked. Alright, good neutral kickoff. His teammate does a great job of just kind of keeping the ball in the middle, keeping behind it, getting a good 50. Now Derp can kind of go and be a menace. This is a nasty shot here, like a triple, quadruple tap. Great piece of ball control. Very, very awesome. Now here we are, 4-0. This is where right from this point on, this game gets increasingly hard for the blue team here. Good, normal kickoff. Derp still doing his crazy stuff. Look at this. If you had touched that, it would have been very, very, very tough for Orange team to save that. One back for boost, and up 4-0. Just go back for boost. Play safe. Big, wide rotations. Good early challenge here. Should give his teammate plenty of time to go for it. It does. No one around. Take your time. Go for it, right? This game's on easy mode at the moment. Good play here, I would say. This is a tough angle. You're kind of the last one back, and then power shots are already coming at you. Like, Derp does a good job of just adjusting and trying to play this off the off the back wall. Now, if you'll notice, if we look at the scoreboard here, Derp's teammate disconnected. They are no longer playing. It is now a 2v1 for Derp. And this is why the game becomes so much harder. Up 4-0, you rarely see your teammate not there anymore. So we're going to see how Derp is going to have to handle this adversity. Does a good job so far. Just keep this ball pressure going. The big thing you have to do when you're 2v1ing people, you got to think of it almost as like a 1v1. You got to get boost. You got to make sure you always have boost. Derp gets caught with low boost here. Is forced to make a path that he's very known what he's going to do. Now he's in a shadow defense, and then you're going to have to let me know in the comments, guys, if you think this is okay. Scythe. Oh, not here. Ah, I talked too early. Whoops. So good control, good defense, dribbling the opponent. Here we go. Similar position. Derp gets into a shadow defense. He stops his momentum. Doesn't have any momentum anymore. And Scythe comes in and demos him. Gone. Now, me personally, I think in ranked, everything goes kind of deal. Demos, anything you can do to score, I think is okay. But once it becomes like a 2v1 because of a disconnect, it doesn't feel like ranked anymore. It just feels like an unfortunate thing. It almost feels unfair to demo someone when there's only one person on the field versus two. Like, you know what I'm saying? Quick kickoff. I can't believe he beat these guys to this kickoff. But yeah. Let me know in the comments if you think that's okay to demo in a 2v1 if you're the two. I don't think it's okay. I think you should just play straight up and try to beat the guy. Because realistically, up 4-0, if that teammate stayed the entire game, you're not winning that game. Right? You're not even getting close to winning that game. Derp does a good job here. He kind of forgets that, like, oh yeah, I don't have a teammate, and goes for a pretty all-in aerial. And then tries to recover and turn and gets demoed. Like, some tips to not get demoed, if you get demoed a lot, are rotating. Keep rotating back around, because that keeps you moving. It's hard to hit a moving target when you're demoing. But if you're shadow defense or stopped trying to like wait for a play to happen or develop, that's when you start getting demoed. And it's much easier to hit a not moving target. So always try to be moving. Always try to rotate around wide to things. Do what you can there. Awesome shot attempt, and then just get the heck out. Keep control of this ball. Yeah, play it all the way to your corner. If you just keep possession of the ball and you can keep it away from them, you'll be in a much better spot. You're also going to take boosts. That's just something that's going to happen. Get good 50s, keep challenging it. That's a good way to keep the ball away and just kill time. I would not stick around in your opponent's corner too long either. I wouldn't do that in a normal 2v2 situation. Like, get out of your opponent's corners. It's literally as far away from your net as you can be. Like, it's not a great place to be positionally. And then just, you know, staying in one spot too long, right? This is the same with getting demoed, right? Derp takes good control, kind of messes up, but he has to slow down. You cannot be slow if you're the 1v2ing somebody, right? You gotta be playing fast. You almost gotta flick that right away, or just give up on it and get out of there. Now you got 16 boost, and you're trying to catch up to a guy who's probably just sitting back with full boost and waiting for you to give him an open net. But Derp perseveres here. Decides to fake this kickoff. Probably a good decision. Big clears. That's what you want to see. Just get big clears. Honestly, when you're 2v1ing, possession doesn't matter super much. If you can get it, awesome. But if you probably better off, you know, playing defense, not fully committing. Like that shot he just had was kind of fully committing. A little dangerous, but it worked out. And good patience here. Being on the wall is also a nice way to evade demos. It gets very, very tricky for people to have pinpoint accuracy when you're on the wall. Like if you're on the ramp here, when it starts curving like this, people get lost. People don't know what's happening. So it's very, very easy to evade demos as well if you can just go up a wall click and come back down. Or do something of that nature. My personal favorite on how to block a demo is if they're tracking you, say, you know, you're going this way and they're kind of trying to cut you off. Just hitting the brakes. Hitting the brakes, and then they'll just fly right past you. and then you can just keep going like you did. I love doing that. It's just like a very, like, it's not disrespectful, but it's like a big fu kind of way to dodge demos. And then a nice goal here to almost solidify the game. 2 goals is still easy to catch up with when you're 2v1ing. But Dirk plays solid. Kind of loses this kickoff, but it works out because he's there to defend. Getting bumped a little, but not enough. And, ooh, I don't like this play at all. So, he's getting bumped. You feel like he needs to cover ground, so he does almost like a speed flip towards this ball. But he's covering so much distance, and that ball is moving, so he went where the ball was. That ball moved out of the way, and he covered a crazy amount of distance, and then missed. He got the boost, which is fine, but, like, he almost gets scored on by the grace of God, honestly, that he doesn't get scored on here. And now he has no boost either. But yeah, you don't want to, when the ball's close and is moving around a lot, sometimes flipping towards it is not a good idea, because then it'll just fly past you. You want to stay grounded as much as you can to make quick maneuvers, jump, or do whatever you have to do to what the play is going to be in that situation. So Dirk flipping into the ball like that, it's probably not a good idea. Maybe just waiting for Scythe to take a touch towards him would have been better off. But and then he just steals the boost, dodges a demo there, right? Let's watch it from Scythe's perspective. Plays it away, and Scythe's like, alright, let's get him. But he's on the wall, so it's like, it's awkward. It's hard to tell what's going to happen. So he actually just bails from it. Doesn't even try after that. Then Derp just takes control. Plays this off the ball. No one's home, and puts in the dagger. They actually forfeited after this. Got away with one, honestly. Being up 4-0, then losing your teammate, and then somehow still coming up with 2 goals, that's pretty impressive. Orange team did not play. They played it well when it was a 2v1, but when it was normal 2v2s, they were just slow. Blue team was wrecking them all over the place, left and right. They couldn't keep up. So, great game from Derp. Very nice. If you want your replay analyzed, join my Discord in the link below, and you can go to the coaching section, drop a replay in there, and I'll do this. So thank you guys so much for all your support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.